friends, hello, welcome back. So guess what? We was gonna be done with NHL 20. We're out of here. You know, NHL 21, the pre-trial thingy, the what do you call it? The EA Play early access. It was gonna be out very shortly. It was done with NHL 20, but then the Blue Jackets hit us with this blockbuster of a trade, and we can't not talk about our lovely Blue Jackets here. Montreal was like, how would you guys like Max Domi in exchange for the one they call Josh Anderson, who we're gonna have to scroll down the list a little bit here just to find. Wow, that is some disrespectful potential right there. Yeah, hold on a second. That is disrespect. Look how low that trade meter is. This is the guy that scored 27 Genos going into this season, which is the last time this guy was given an overall. And he said, wow, 80 overall, low potential. I think I know where this trade's going, but Anderson, 27 goals, 20 assists, 47 points. That was 2018, 2019. That doesn't include this season. This season where he put all of one puck in the back of the net, but it was in 26 games played. 26 games played, and it was early in the season before he got hurt, which, you know, still 26 games played, one goal. Not the brightest of numbers there, but the Blue Jackets, they struggled early on in the season. So if you're Montreal, then you have to keep that in mind. This was a Blue Jackets offense, defense, or Blue Jackets team that was just losing left and right. If Anderson played during that hot stretch, I feel like he would have boosted those numbers up. Probably nowhere close to 2018-19, but he could have, you know, made him competent there. And he is a guy that's very, you know, a lot of people compare him to be like a Tom Wilson-esque type of guy for these Blue Jackets. And, you know, he's that kind of power forward for you. And he's on that RFA deal here. 1 year left. He's at $1.8 million on his final year, but he's going to get whatever Montreal dishes his way. Assuming it's going to be a little bit cheaper than that $3.1 million Domi's currently getting. He's an RFA as well. Domi on his final year. The Blue Jackets are going to have his final year is complete now. Final year as in 2019-20. Blue Jackets are going to have to now extend Max Domi, who put up 72 points in his inaugural season with the Canadiens, back when he played center, where the Blue Jackets expect him to play once more here. This season, a little bit of a downgrade there. You know, both these players, when you look at it, both of them had down years by their standards from the year previous, and maybe that's what both teams are looking at. The Blue Jackets, or Montreal and the Blue Jackets, Montreal might not want to pay Domi that much, and the Blue Jackets, you know, they need a second line center. They feel like Domi can be that guy. And they're like, let's get Anderson back in return, can be a big, you know, force to this team here. But Montreal also threw on a draft pick. I was kind of surprised by this. When they said, hey, take a third round pick as well, I was like, sure, send it. Was it theirs or Washington? This is something I did not realize. It could have been one or the other there. I didn't realize that 2 draft picks. Should have looked more into that. Big fan here. All right, at the further review, they don't. It looks like they traded that pick away. This is the Montreal Canadiens' third round pick, and clearly it is a lopsided trade according to EA here. You get the medium top 6 potential. Actually, both medium top 6 potentials. Again, kind of surprised to see that Josh Anderson's trade value is that low. I guess the difference being the 85 overall compared to the 80, but I think it's a huge addition for these Columbus Blue Jackets, and EA agrees with us here. I love Josh Anderson, though. Josh Anderson, I feel like Montreal, there are a lot of people, the public in general, are going to, you know, skew this in the Blue Jackets' favor because they're getting Domi in return for Anderson. But Anderson, again, he's shown a lot of promise throughout his career, and I feel like this is a guy that, put in the right situation, can really flourish for this Montreal Canadiens team. So we'll see how that goes for Anderson. But Domi to the Blue Jackets, pretty pumped about it. Gonna send this trade. Montreal's gonna laugh at us, but just for a good time. They said they are totally unwilling to do it. Joke's on you, EA Sports, because Montreal actually said, let's throw on a third, and the Blue Jackets like, fine, all right, we'll do it. You're gonna throw the third on, send it on over. And that's what got the job done there. And real quickly, we're just going to sim up this season. Now, obviously, we're a little bit behind here. The new game's coming out. Domi, though, sliding in at the second line. Both new game coming out, of course. We're going to have, you know, players overalls. They're going to fluctuate a little bit. Especially, I'd like to think the Blue Jackets will see. We'll see what EA does to these Blue Jacket goalies. Because, again, they split time. And I know how EA's very anti-upgrade goalies when they split time. So, hopefully, the Korpisalo Merzlikins, maybe they hit the 83, 84 overall range this year, at least. That would be solid, I think. That might be asking for a lot, too. But the way they played this season, I think they're more than deserving. But right now, Domi added this team with a solid defensive core. Oh, yeah, by the way, solid defensive core. That Werenski into the top 10 for defense now there. But there we go, starting to turn it around. 10-9-3, 11-9-3. Teams trying to fight for a playoff spot here are these Columbus Blue Jackets. Still just sitting straight at 500, though. But that's solid. I think the team needed some offense. The defense is really good. You consider it grows throughout the season. And the Blue Jackets are in the first place. What was that? Take a picture. It'll last longer. No pun intended. Actually, completely intended, because they just go straight down to 4th in the division. Still looking like a playoff team for these Blue Jackets to end the season. A shocker right there. I don't know if we'll have time to see Montreal if it'll bring up their division. I don't think we're going to get to see it come up in time here. Buffalo, can we see it there? It's not going to show it. A little bit delayed there when it does bring it up. Blue Jackets are falling out of playoffs, so we're busy trying to look at the division. Meanwhile, the Blue Jackets are busy losing games, but they're fighting back here. Late March push, maybe? Bubble team? Gotta win out. Gonna have to win out. Blue Jackets jump up to 2nd. This is a really, really tight division. The Blue Jackets should have made playoffs, and they did. Surprisingly there. I didn't really expect that, but you know what? Domi carried us. Domi carried these Blue Jackets to the promised land, 41-32-9. What a season for this Metro. 105, 91, 90, 89. It was definitely a tight division. Pittsburgh ended up winning out hot there at the end. How did Montreal do? Still didn't make playoffs. 82 points, a 500 hockey club, 2.55 goals for, 306 against. So the defense continued to struggle there, it looks like. In the Blue Jackets case, 2.93 goals for are actually up rather high for the Blue Jackets when you consider how this offense normally plays. But Cam Atkinson, 61 points, led the team. Nyquist, Wenberg, and Domi. Pretty solid sim there, right around his, career average at 45, 50-point range. The goals were down a lot, though. 12 goals, 38 assists. So we'd like to see those up. But hey, it helped out Nyquist. It helped out Atkinson, put some pucks in the back of the net. Foligno had a great season as well there. 23 points. How did Josh Anderson do? I imagine he got 3rd-line minutes, maybe even 4th. Anderson. 2nd on the team! Look at Josh Anderson go off. 15 goals, 36 assists, 51 points. He outplayed Max Domi this season. He's like, take that. Take that for saying I was going to be the losing end of the trade there. 51 points for Josh Anderson. Just for fun. Again, we'll go ahead and see what these Blue Jackets can do in playoffs. Can we get past those Carolina Hurricanes? Pretty solid team there. The answer appears to be maybe? No, overtime loss in Game 7. Unfortunate. That's going to wrap up that Blue Jacket season. The first round exit, though. Making playoffs, though, with Domi on the team. We'll see you. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. As always, if you enjoyed the video, big thumbs up, subscribe is appreciated and required. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.